And so we'd like you to help us out with a couple of things. When we say, for instance, when we say the word Helaman, this is what you do. Helaman.
Helaman.
Everybody, this is really easy. Hit your chest. Ready? Helaman.
Helaman.
And then
You too. I see you. Yeah, you too. Yes.
we're going to listen to Cash do it with us. Helaman.
Helaman.
Let down. And then Captain Moroni.
Captain Moroni.
So help us out as we do this. In Alma 58, Helaman wanted to retake the city of Manti, but he and the other chief captains were convinced that the Lamanites would not fall for another decoy. They also knew that it would be a mistake to attack them while they were in their strongholds. In addition, the Nephites were spread so thin in maintaining the cities that they'd already retaken, that those who were available to fight would be greatly outnumbered. So the best strategy, they decided, was to wait. And wait. And wait. Waiting was difficult, however. And the last part of this letter to Moroni,
Captain Moroni.
Helaman said, "We did wait in these difficult circumstances for the space of many months, even until we were about to perish for the want of food. Finally, 2,000 more men, or in this case, 2 guys, and provisions arrived. But Helaman knew that it was not enough to go up against the enormous Lamanite army. They were low on men, but high on fear. So where did they turn for peace? They turned to God. They did the only thing that they could do. They prayed. Therefore, we did pour out our souls in prayer to God, that he would strengthen us and deliver us out of the hands of our enemies. Yea, and also give us the strength that we might retain our cities and our lands and our possessions for the support of our people." So, what is the result of Helaman's prayer? Yea, and it came to pass that the Lord our God did visit us with assurances that he would deliver us. Yea, insomuch that he did speak peace to our souls, and did grant unto us faith, and did cause us that we should hope for our deliverance in him. Helaman, after standing up, had a plan. First, he took his forces and camped near the city walls. The Lamanites sent out their spies out of Manti to discover the number and the strength of their army. After discovering that the Nephite force was small, the Lamanites began to prepare and attack. Seeing the Lamanite preparations, Helaman put another stratagem into motion. He ordered Gid and Tiamner to take a small number of men and hide on both sides of the camp. Eventually, the Lamanites came down against the Nephite army. And what did Helaman's army do? They took off and ran, with the Lamanites following close behind. The Lamanite army didn't even notice Gid and Tiamner hiding nearby. After the Lamanite army passed by Gid and Tiamner, they did rise up from their secret places and fell upon the guards, who were left to guard the city, insomuch that they did take possession of the city. Another problem remained, however. Manti was theirs, but a huge army was pursuing Helaman and his 2,060 warriors. Helaman knew what he was doing. Rather than just run somewhere into the wilderness, he retreated towards Zarahemla, which caused the Lamanite commanders to suspect that they were being led into a trap. So the Lamanites gave up the chase, turned around, and started toward Manti. But first, they stopped to go night-night. Helaman's could have set up camp, but they didn't. His army, they stayed awake, and while the Lamanites slept, the stripling warriors marched by another route back to the city of Manti. A day or two later, the Lamanites returned to the city of Manti after they woke up. To their great surprise, they saw the Nephites inside the city. The Lamanites were struck with great fear, insomuch that they did flee into the wilderness. After Captain Moroni received Helaman's epistle or letter, he immediately wrote to the governor of the land, Pahoran, requesting that Helaman be sent extra men. While Helaman was successful in gaining control of the cities in this quarter of the land, Captain Moroni was having a more difficult time. Of particular concern was the city of Nephihah. Captain Moroni sent additional manpower to Nephihah, knowing that it was easier to keep the city from falling into the hands of the Lamanites than to retake it from them. The end.